It up here is good. Oh, I didn't think about that. Shoot. Because the router's downstairs now. I didn't think about that. Dang it, I counted for everything but that, right? Looks like we'll be okay, though. Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. Oh, boy. It's been a minute since we've done one of these. Let me just double check that I've got everything. Oh, I have to send out the Discord pings. So let me go do that. Close anything else that we don't need in the background. Guess File Explorer doesn't need to be open, right? Not that I'm aware of, anyway. Okay. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day and everything. I'll let people file in a little bit here. I think we're technically still not live on YouTube. I don't know. It doesn't show. Looks like we are. Yeah, I think we are. I've changed my setup this time around for... It's been a minute since I've done one of these streams. These more IRL type streams. But it's been a minute since I've done one of these, so. But I changed some things around now, so I don't need to just look at my phone the whole time, right? So that'll be nice. Anything else? I think I've got everything. I can't think of anything that I'm missing. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? Because I haven't been on camera in a minute. Well, I mean, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. So let me head over here. Hello. It's very windy today. That's not why it's shaking. So I did get this overhead cam thing, and it works pretty well. Let me just double check that you guys can hear music on your end. Yes, looks like it. I wonder if the music could almost be louder. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Anyway, it's a little shaky because it's still sitting on the table here. So if I even if I just you can see even just typing, it gets a bit shaky. So it is what it is. Maybe I'll find a better way of doing that in the future. I think it's mostly just because it's got a cord connected to it to connect it to the computer. If I was gonna record just off the phone, it would be fine. But yeah. I think, okay. Let me go ahead and get this stuff out of the way then. I don't think I need this here up by me right now. So I can move this out of the way so we have room for stuff. So if you are not familiar with this type of stream, because I haven't done one, this is just basically every once in a while I'll do a just chatting stream with an IRL camera of some sort, and I will, I don't know, show you some of the fun stuff I've picked up over the last while. I think the last time I did one of these was late last year, so it's been 8 months or so. So all of spring, most of summer, right? So I've got a good amount of stuff at this point, and everything. I'm drinking GamerSup's Lean today. It's a pretty decent flavor. It reminds me of something else, but I can't put my finger on what exactly. So, but yeah. So yeah, that's basically what today's just gonna be. Hey Panda. It's just gonna be a just chatting stream, just kind of hanging out for a little bit. Yeah, kind of different than, you know, a lot of the other streams I do, but it's fun to do every once in a while. And I have some time right now on my hands, so I figured it'd be a good time to do it. And like, I have a whole box of stuff that's like, ooh, starting to get filled up. So I gotta empty out the box. Nice cup, thank you. It's the Alice one. I actually had to pick that one up on eBay because I missed it somehow. Even though I really like Alice in Wonderland, it wasn't too expensive though, thankfully. So I did actually have to go out of my way to get that one. How's the audio? I've double checked this a couple of times, but just on your guys' end, is the mic audio good? Is the music audio good? The last thing I bought was a mailbox. On my walks, I have seen like old mailboxes, like near the new mailbox, and I've just thought, I could take the mailbox. But then I'm like, well, what would I do with an old mailbox? I don't know. I'm sure maybe you could like make a birdhouse out of it or something. That'd be kind of cool. I'm not that crafty. Audio is good? Cool. I guess I can talk about that then in a minute. One of my new toys is this thing here. It's the lapel mic I'll be using. I don't know if you can hear me too well because it's not on me right now. But it's very small. Like, do I have anything? I mean my hand for scale, right? But it's like very small and everything. It's pretty nice. I had a wired one, but I ended up getting this one. So I want to do. I was thinking about doing like maybe some outdoor streams or something at some point. I don't know, or maybe just doing like some voiceover recordings outside or whatever. I don't know. I have a couple ideas for what I can do, and I just wanted a wireless one. So. I'm gonna throw out my neighbor's tree because he keeps letting his dog on my lawn. Yeah. I see. Did it work? Did he stop? Thanks for the follow. Oh, did it not show up? Oh, you know what? It worked? Good. I think that was a follow. Here. One sec. This isn't new. I just realized the camera is over top of everything else. Those stream elements alerts aren't popping up. That's why. And there's chat as well. Okay, cool. Probably also good there. Okay. But yeah, I haven't done one of these in a while, so I had to mess around with stuff and everything. Anyway, I guess just first thing. So I didn't know these even existed. Try buy a new mailbox just for fun. I mean, if you want to like decorate it or something, I suppose. Or if you want to like throw it at the tree again. Okay, I'll buy one. You have fun with that. But I didn't know these existed. This is a sticker book. And it's supposed to be so you can put stickers on there. And then like you can take them off and like reapply them. So that they don't like lose the stickiness. But I don't have to like keep tons of like little stickers around. I had a lot of Hatsune Miku stickers hanging around from like 2 years ago, okay? So, yeah. And then there's like a bunch that I've ended up getting through like collector's editions of games because they really like giving out stickers with those, or like with Etsy stuff, like they'll just be packaged and I'm like, oh, dang, what do I do with all these? So it's like pretty cheap to just get one of these. So look at all that room for stickers. I don't know, just kind of something fun. I didn't even know these existed. I wasn't paying attention and I accidentally bought 50 mailboxes. Contact your bank, tell them that it was fraud. Because come on, who would honestly buy 50 mailboxes intentionally? Okay. Oh, so this is kind of fun. I found the website Play Asia and I ended up bought some stuff that I've had my eye on for a while for like KH stuff and all that. Oh, I didn't grab scissors. Oh, I have X-Acto knife. It'll be fine. So, These are like Keyblade keychains. Is it even legal stickers that don't lose their stickiness? Yeah, I think it's just the material like isn't like abrasive, so it doesn't get rid of the stickiness, I think. Is that how it works? I don't know, just some like stuff like these keychains are pretty cool, right? But this is like just a bag to put things in. In fact, why don't we open this? We can put some of this stuff in there. I don't know. The keychains were the main thing that I've wanted for a while. And I was lucky because they had some like back stock of the second run of them. I remember the first run like sold out really quickly back in the day. Should I get a refund? Oh, you should try and get a refund, I guess. It's just like a stationary bag. It's fun. It's Winnie the Pooh with, you know, Thor and everything. And then just a quick stand. I don't know. This is whatever. But that's just some stuff I've had my eye on for a while. And then the cooler thing that I found was, so there is the PS3 version of the Kingdom Hearts like 1.5 collection, and there was like this weird like limited version that came with like an art book and everything, which I found was like really interesting. They didn't do this for like 2.5 or whatever, but they did this for like the original collection. And it was like $10 on eBay. So I was like, yeah, that sounds like fun. It's really weird though, because it's like almost like a book. Like it's almost feels like a book from the outside. But then like you open it and it's got the art book here. And then you have the disc here. The only downside is there's nowhere for like the booklets or anything to like stick in. So it just kind of like flops out if you don't like close it. So that was a cool find. Oh no, my Square Enix membership. I'm sure that's still valid. Do they even do that anymore? Remember like all those like Nintendo, like the My Nintendo codes that would come with all like those Nintendo games that you could enter? And now I think they don't do that anymore, ever since like the Wii U era. Oof. Do we want to do... What did I want to do? These are some pickups for my collection. Endless Ocean is one of the Wii games that I'm missing for my collection that I wanted. I've got like few more to pick up, nothing too crazy. I think I'm still missing Mario Galaxy 2 and everything. This is something I bit the bullet on. Transformers Fall of Cybertron. This is a pretty good first-person shooter. And it's Transformers. So it's been pretty expensive for a while. Like you can see, it's still like a full $60. Unfortunately, Xbox 360 store is shut down. So I imagine this is only going to go up in price. So I finally bit the bullet and just like picked up a copy when I saw it. You can now get Xbox passcodes while buying some PC games. Interesting. Cool. But yeah, so I ended up picking up this and then the Conduit. This is like Sega's attempt to make like a Halo on the Wii. It's not great. I have played the Conduit 1 and 2. They're not great, but they're kind of fun and silly. Like, I think, what was it? The second one starts with, you fighting a giant squid on an oil rig. Is the, like, way that works? Yeah. I don't know. They're like, they're kind of funny. They're kind of silly. It's funny to see them try and make, like, a hardcore, like, sci-fi shooter on the Wii. So, Yeah, I've heard that, like, that's pretty good. I know one of these is available, like, on PC in a way, but, like, I think this one is the one that's not available on PC at all, so. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but anyway. I also found some, like, anime stuff, so I just bought the Robotech ones because the art was cool. That's really the only reason. I've been meaning to get into some more anime recently, so I was like, yeah, that's a good excuse to buy those. I found like the first three, like the first half of Cowboy Bebop. I'm guessing this is part of a full like 6-disc collection. But they just had the first three. But I figured, you know, I wanted to try Cowboy Bebop, so that's not a terrible way to try them. I do kind of want to watch some stuff on Discord or whatever. I've been meaning to, like, I think once things start to get colder and I don't want to go out as much, I think it would be a good chance to, like, watch some stuff with people on Discord, whether it's, like, SMT, Persona stuff, because there is some SMT and Persona, like, anime or whatever. I think there's, like, a Persona Trinity Soul. It's, like, apparently really bad, but it's, like, this whole Persona thing, but only as an anime. So, could be worthwhile at some point, but yeah. So yeah, I do want to work on the Discord stuff. At some point. At some point. So this was a really cool find. So this I found at a trade-in store, or like a donate store. It is a Game Boy like holder with a working Game Boy Pocket. This I found a while ago. I've been sitting on some of this stuff for a very long time. I think there's something in here that I've been sitting on for an even longer amount of time. So. It came with 2 games, Mario Super Land 2 and the 6 golden coins, and then also Tetris Plus. Here, I'll just go ahead and slot a game. But this is a really good find, because it was like the whole thing together. Yeah, I've heard it's bad, but I haven't watched it, so maybe it'd be fun to watch it with other people. Try it out. Yeah, it works. I cannot play like this. I cannot, like, barely see. Anyway, that was a cool find. But since it had the manuals as well, which was cool, right? It still has the manuals for both those games. I picked up like secondhand, like, or not secondhand, like third party. Third party like plastic boxes that are meant for stuff like this. So that way I can like put the manual in there. Put the game in here. Ta-da! And now it's not just hanging out loose or anything. And I have a spot for the actual like booklet and everything. I know I've shown stuff like this before. I think I'm gonna do a whole video about, on the second channel, the storage channel, about like these third-party boxes and like just my research on like what the best way to store stuff like this is, because I have a lot of the stuff already, and I think it might be useful for people to just kind of get an idea of like what's out there. So I will probably do that in hopefully the near future. I do want to do a little bit more stuff, I think, for the storage channel. That was where I used to upload all my VODs before I multi-streamed to YouTube and Twitch. So like, it hasn't gotten anything new in a while. and I feel a little bit bad about that. But I feel like uploading stuff about, like, I don't know, literally storage options for Game Boy games would be a good place to put a video. Like, would be a good video to put on literally a channel called Box O'Reilly Storage, right? And other stuff like that. So more IRL type stuff. So yeah, that was a cool find. And all of it's in, like, pretty good condition. Like, I don't know if... Here, let me hold this up to the camera. Like, it's in pretty good condition. It's a shame it's not, like, a color. But, like... It's, like, the smaller form factor of the Game Boy. I really like this. The color's nice. It's still in pretty good condition, especially the front. It's really nice. I like that a lot. Oh, shoot. Some of the foam fell out. I think that went here. But yeah, no. I just felt like that would be a good place to put a video like that. So I'll probably do that at some point. Because I have, like, stuff like this, but I also have, like, the, what are they? The, like, cassette tape ones, because people use cassette tapes, like, boxes as well to hold Game Boy Advance games and stuff. Which is, and it's interesting. I don't know if I prefer it. It depends. I guess that's why I need to make a video about it, right? Because it depends. And that way, hopefully, people can get an idea of what they're looking at, or like what might be good for them without having to buy all the stuff. Since I've already done that. Picking up some stuff for DS collection. Sonic Rush. I had the... What did I have? I had the box, but not the game. I'd lost the original game, so I found a copy of it loose recently. So I was able to complete that. That's always nice. I have a few boxes like that of like different DS games where I lost the DS game or whatever and everything. So I've been keeping an eye out for like loose copies of those. I think one of the only ones I'm still missing though is like Pokemon Black, and that sells for like $60 to $70. So yeah, I don't know. That's probably never gonna go down either. And then I also picked up Persona Q since I was planning on playing it later this year. I don't know, I figured it'd be fun to own a physical version of this. Although I do know that the like actual physical, some of the carts of this have started to degrade and actually have stopped loading properly. I tested this one, it worked, but I thought it would be a good thing to own, especially since I wanted to play it like later this year on stream. Oh yeah, while we're on DS stuff, here, this is kind of a fun Etsy find. This is like not anything, it's just a weird little find on Etsy that I found a while ago. So the DS Lite has, you know, the bottom port for Game Boy Advance games and stuff, and it came with like this little, you know, protective thing that you could put in there so like dust doesn't get in there and stuff. So somebody made these. These are the same like shape and everything. They're like those protective covers, but oh shoot, this isn't probably going to show too well. It is bright here. Maybe if you can see the like light on my hand. So they light up. This doesn't matter too much for a case like this, but I want to do a reshell of a DS at some point, and if I get like a transparent one, I think like the effect could look pretty good. Here, this one will probably work a little bit better because this one's blue, right? This is the blue one. I don't know. We're in the like middle of broad daylight, so it probably isn't going to show too well, unfortunately. But yes, these do look pretty cool when it's actually dark out. And no, I can't turn the lights down. We're literally out on the porch, so I can't turn the sun down. But anyway, these were just like a cool little find that's I found on Etsy. So, I don't know. Like I said, probably not like super important right now, but like I feel like in the future, if I do like a DS reshell, it'll be a lot of fun to have. And they were just kind of a fun find. And stuff on Etsy kind of goes, like, I don't know if they're going to make any more of these, so I figured I'd pick one up now. So, It probably wouldn't be too hard to like open this up and like replace the LED as well if I wanted to like change the color. Although I'd have to find the right LED, and I'd probably have to like solder off the old one and put on a new one. So that was just like a cool little find. Speaking of Persona Q and everything, though. So, I've had this for a while. This is, I think, the thing that's been in there the longest. This is the official Atlas strategy guide for Persona 3. Still, like, sealed and everything. I haven't opened it. I don't know if should I open it now? I don't know. I've been keeping it sealed. But my plan with this was I want to do a playthrough of Persona 3 for an eventual video about Persona 3 versus Persona Reload and all that, and like which version you should play and everything. But I was thinking, well, it'd be fun to double up and like try and do a playthrough of Persona 3 where I do all the social links without New Game Plus, since that's pretty hard to do, or at least do as many as possible and see if I can get it done without following that like 20-year-old guide or whatever at this point. It's not 20 years old. It's like 15 years old. So we're getting up there. But so one of the sources that that guide listed was this. So I thought it would be useful to have this. And then I realized all the old websites, like the Japanese websites and everything that I actually needed the info from were still up. So now I just have this. And I don't know how useful it will actually be, but I thought it was interesting. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to open it. Screw it. I'll have to open it for the video anyway. But anyway, so yeah, I do want to do that. Because, like, I want to do a video about, like, can you actually, like, how hard is it to actually get all the social links done in Persona 3 without, like, New Game Plus and everything? And, like, I figured it would be a good way to double up. So, that's interesting. Ooh, some of this stuff is pretty good. Oh my gosh, the fusion table. Oh my gosh, I don't envy the people who had to manually math out, like, when some of this stuff is, like, or, like, math out what fusion stuff would result in. Some of this stuff is pretty cool, though. Like, there's, like, art and stuff. And, like, the calendars and everything. Hello, Keeger. How's it going? Yeah, some of this stuff is actually pretty cool, I will say. Was about to advise you to keep it sealed. Too late now. Well, I was going to open it for that video eventually anyway. I'll keep it in good condition, but I generally don't keep things sealed once I'm actually going to use them. Oh, interesting. Atlas interviewed by the fans. Huh. There's some Q&A in the back. What are Atlas's thoughts on the current next-gen systems out there? Do you have any interest in developing for the 360, PS3, or Wii? We look forward to publishing games on all these systems. However, since we ourselves are not a developer, our options are limited to the games made by our parent company, as well as those available for licensing from other developers. As good titles become available for licensing, we will continue to evaluate them to determine if they are viable for the US market. Also, we believe that each system has its own strengths and weaknesses, and we take them into account when evaluating titles. Will there be any bonuses or extra additions to the US release of SMT3 Persona 3? The game will be released in a deluxe box set that contains a soundtrack CD featuring the music of acclaimed composer Koji Meguro, who is largely responsible for the music in Nocturne and Digital Devil Saga. Also included is a full-color hardbound art book containing conceptual drawings of the characters and settings. Among other things, a lot of work went into preparing these materials, so we hope fans will appreciate them. That thing must be expensive as heck right now. The, like, original, like, collector's US edition for Persona 3 with, like, an art book and the soundtrack or whatever. Funny to see them talk about, like, the 360, Wii, and PS3 as like, you know, the next gen consoles. There's so much info in the manuals. It's applicable to P3R as well. A good amount of it. A good amount of it would be. Like, all the dates and everything are the same, but there just would be a lot of stuff missing because P3R just adds a lot and changes some things, so... and then, look what came the other day. Finally, after a year and a half, Limited Runs finally put out the P4 Golden physical collector... Well, collectors? I don't know if this is the full collector's edition. This is, like, the deluxe edition of, like, P4 Golden and stuff. I didn't get P3 because it was P3 Portable, and it wasn't the good version of P3 Portable. I know. It's because this, it's on the table, so it's, like, just hanging over, but I literally can't do anything about it. If I, look, okay. Even when I was, like, typing on my keyboard, like, just the slightest touch makes it shaky. I can't really do too much about it, unfortunately. So, but anyway, I didn't get P3 Portable on the... Hey, Primordial, hey, Noir, how's it going? I didn't get, like, Portable for a Switch because that was, like, the bad version of Portable with the AI upscaled textures, and I already own it on PC. But I thought this version of P4 Golden for Switch would be kind of a fun pickup, so I did pick that up. But it was, like, a year and a half ago that I bought this. I think close to that. Oh, gosh. I gotta be careful with that X-Acto knife, by the way. I was, like, flipping it around and stuff, but it is, like, a sharp implement. Oof. I'm trying to get all the plastic off of it. There we go. So it's got this slip cover, and then you take off the slip cover. The actual reason I bought this version. Hey, look at that. That's cool, isn't it? Unfortunately, this isn't textured. It looks like a book on top, but it's not, like, textured or anything. But it's like the Grimoire book. And then we have the game. What else do we have here? Oh, it looks like this is the steelbook cover of the game. A lot of P4 in my life right now, between this and the fighting game. That's pretty cool. There's no print on the inside. Let's see. Looks like there's a flap here. Was that just to get that stuff out? Is there anything else in here? Yeah, that was it. Okay. But yeah. So anyway, there was, like, another version that came with, like, even more stuff, but, like, I didn't really want all that stuff. I just liked how cool the, like, book look of this looks and everything. So, and I did kind of want, I thought of all the Persona games I would play on a Switch, it would probably be P4 Golden. That or, like, Strikers, but I already own Strikers. Just because, like, P3 Portable, I'd rather play either on PC with mods or the PSP version that doesn't have, like, the AI upscaled art. And then, I don't think... Yeah, and then Royal, like, I'd rather play on PC or whatever. So, anyway. That finally came. Yeah, this was the Grimoire edition. Yeah, there was, like, one more version that was, like, close to $200 or whatever. Hey, Unknown, how's it going? And it was, like, super expensive. I think it came, like, with fake glasses, you know, like the fake glasses that they wear and stuff, and all that kind of stuff. But like, where's the cap for this sharp object? Here it is. But I don't know. I didn't really need all that junk. I just wanted the game, and I thought the Grimoire edition looked pretty good. And I think it was like $70. So like for the Steelbook and like the extra Grimoire thing, it was like $10 more than the normal game. So I thought it was worth it. I think it is. What else do I want to talk about next? I guess since we're talking about Switch games, we might as well keep talking about more Switch stuff. These are some other Switch games I wanted to pick up. The Pikmin series, so Pikmin 1, 2, and 3, and 4 on Switch. I felt like spring, summertime would be a good time to play these. I actually haven't played any of these yet, even though I only have like a month left of summer. But you know, hey, maybe it'll be good to play during the winter months, and I can remember what it's like to go outside or something. Front Mission 2. I bought the original Front Mission 1 physically, and this is the second one, the second remake of the second game. Well, it is the remake of the second game, not the second remake of the second game. Yes. And it came out physically over in, like, Japan and stuff, so I imported this one just so I could have, like, both of them physically. This is kind of interesting. So these aren't new games that I picked up, but on Etsy, there was somebody who was selling booklets. So you know how, like, no Switch game basically ever has like any booklets anymore? Well, somebody on Etsy, actually a couple people on Etsy, like print out actual like little booklets for Switch games. They're kind of cool. I don't know if I would recommend them for the price. It depends on how much you like stuff like this. I personally think that it was a cool little like thing to try out, and some of them are definitely better than others. I think the print quality is good and everything, but like also having these, I remember why, like, I understand why, like, companies don't really do booklets like this anymore, is because, like, we all have the internet. Nobody, like, needs the information that's usually in these things anymore, or was in these things anymore. So, it is cool to have, like, booklets for some of this stuff. So I guess, depending on, like, how into the Switch console you are, and like how much stuff like this matters to you or you find cool, maybe you'd be interested. I think these are about $10 minus shipping, so it's not like super cheap. If it was like cheaper, it was like $5 or whatever, I would probably have like bought all the ones for the games that I had. But like at $10 a pop plus shipping, it's like, am I really gonna use that? Really? So, I don't know. It was kind of a fun little thing. One thing I have been thinking about for like extra streams and stuff though, while we're on Switch stuff, is I want to do a CRTV stream. Now, hear me out, right? I know, so I got this like big CRT from like Facebook Marketplace a while back. Where is the connection between that and Switch? Hear me out, all right? Switch games, some of them look good on a CRTV, okay? I will just have to prove it to you by actually doing a stream with a CRTV or whatever. We're doing a just chatting stream where I'm just like showing you guys some of the stuff I picked up over like the last 8 months or whatever. It's just kind of fun to like be like, hey, you know, here's some of the stuff I found. Maybe some of this stuff would be interesting to you guys. And just kind of do a just chatting stream. So, I don't know. I've been trying to do these less because I've been trying to buy less stuff. But, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to think, like of fun stuff I can do that's outside of just, like, the normal stuff I do. So, yeah. Yakuza tomorrow? Yes. I gotta go practice, the disco minigame later today. So I can beat up that, I can beat that final, one. Do I have any figurines? Not with me currently. I didn't buy any this time around, but I do have some. I have, like, one of Igus. I have two of Igus, technically. And then I have, like, one other one I bought of a... Was that a... Which game? Oh, shoot. Arc Knights. Yeah, there was an Arc Knights figure that was, like, $10. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good for $10. When it was on sale or whatever. So I picked that up. I don't buy a ton of figurines. I guess the most I would have is I have a good amount of amiibos and everything. So I do have a decent amount of those. But yeah. Speaking of Switch stuff though, I picked up the so I have the Switch, like the OLED Tears of the Kingdom Switch. And I had been meaning to pick up the controller that goes along with it, but it was sold out everywhere in the States for like the first several months that came out. So I just ended up importing it because it was cheaper. And like with something like a controller like this, it doesn't matter where you get it from. Because like, it looks exactly the same. It's the same controller. The only thing that's different is like, the only thing that's different is the text. Nostalgia of Nintendo. Yeah. A Persona figure is hard to get. Not hard to get, but some are more expensive than others. I think I saw a EA statue for like $100 the other day. Can't remember where though. They're like, you can get them. Or maybe that was, yeah. Like you can get them. It's just that like, a lot of them are expensive. Figures in general are expensive, you know? So. Speaking of controllers, I got this. Any Labras figures? No. This is an Xbox 360 controller special edition from Dragon Age Inquisition, I believe. Which, it looks pretty cool. I was thinking about putting this faceplate on like one of my wired controllers that I usually use when I stream and stuff. So maybe that would be a fun video that I could like record and put up on the second channel or something. But like just the design of it and everything is very cool. It's one of the cooler like special edition like Xbox 360 controllers that I've seen. So, it does work. The only thing is it didn't come with a battery back, but like, it's a white battery back. I can like, I have like tons of those. I can just replace that. That's easy. Or, you know, hey, if I put this faceplate on like a wired one, then I don't need to worry about that. Ooh, we're actually starting to get to the bottom of the box already. Ooh, that's surprising. The DSi XL. Okay, so I wanted to get one of these because for DS games, they just look better. And so I had it like favorited on eBay. And then the seller saw that and gave me a discount. And I was like, you know what? For the discount, I will take it. So I got a pretty good deal on this. It was less than $100 with shipping. So that's pretty good, especially considering it's still in the box and everything. It is a Japanese DSi XL. No, I don't have Strange Journey. Strange Journey is kind of expensive. Yup, number 13. Like, it's just so much bigger, like, here. This is the DS, this is the DSi, like, XL. Like, I think it even shows, like, on the front, that's, like, a good, the screen size is just, like, a good chunk larger or whatever than, like, a normal DSi. Like, that's... I don't know how, like, here. I can just lift it up, right? That's, like, the size of a normal DS screen, and then, like, that's all the extra screen real estate. DSi XL looks nice, yes. And, because it was still in the box and everything, it still has the stylus! You know how rare that is? How hard it is to find actual, like, Nintendo DS styluses at this point. It is so hard to find stuff like that, unfortunately. But yeah, games just look quite a bit better on these than like a normal DS, and you just have so much, like as an adult now, I have so much more like, yes it is. Nope. I can't like play like this, and you can barely see it, but yes. I can't remember all what I have. I think I have the six planets. Oh, that was it? Okay. Right, I have like... How many hours do I have in this? Yes. So the DS was region free. So like... Yeah, I have 288 play... Here. I have 288 hours of playtime on this save. Which actually, this is out of date because I have copied the save over to something else. And I actually play on that. So I'm a little bit farther than this. But yeah, I've done pretty much everything in the game. The only thing I haven't done is you get Esper points by doing a bunch of random battles. I'm like some 200 points off or whatever of like the highest on that, so. And then final time attack, I got down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds, which is the lowest I've ever seen. I have not seen anybody get any lower on that than that, at least on DS. Maybe somebody has, but yeah. No, I really enjoy The World Ends With You. I put a lot of time into it. More DS streams? Maybe in the future. Well, we do have Persona Q coming up later this year. Probably after ReFantazio. So. But yeah. I think that's pretty much everything. The only thing, and it was just at the bottom of the box because that's the best place to fit. I found a good copy of like the strategy guide for Battle Revolution for $10. So, which is this is that Wii game for for the Wii that like has all those 3D models and stuff, and you could connect to your DS games, your copies of like Pokemon Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, all that stuff to this game with your DS, and you could transfer over Pokemon from those games, or you know, use those teams in this game. So for a little bit there, this was the way that like all those like championships were done during like that DS era, from like Pearl and Diamond all the way through Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because it had like the 3D models and everything. It was a very bare bones game outside of that. Like if you didn't have Pokemon to bring over, you could play through the game, but it was a little bare bones. It's kind of like the older N64 like battle or those games, but yeah. I do have a couple of like resale or like secondhand game stores nearby me. I won't say which ones or where, but yes, I do. Some are better than others though. Oh geez. I mean, you don't have to do anything you don't want to. Union. What DS games do you got? Oh, Capo, I have so many. I mean, I can go grab some stuff. Is there anything in particular you guys wanted to see? Somebody asked about the figurine. I could go grab the Aegis figurine in some of the DS games I have. Then I have until then to finishing Romantic or Metaphor comes out. And then I have until then, until Sonic X Shadow. Yeah. Well, hopefully a good type of busy. I mean, like I said, you don't have to do anything. Why not? Sure. But yeah, I don't know. At this point, I've gone through pretty much everything I wanted to show you guys today. And I think I talked about everything. There were a couple of things I wanted to say, like, hey, I want to do this video or that video in the future in relation to some of this stuff. And I think I talked about all that, so. I think, yeah, let me put some of this stuff back in the box so I can take it back downstairs at some point. Because the other thing about these kind of streams, I literally moved my whole setup, or at least most of my setup, to like upstairs so we have room to do this, so. How much was the DSi XL? I got a pretty good deal on it. I wish listed it on eBay. The seller saw that and gave me a discount, so it ended up being less than $100 with the box and everything. I think it was like 88 minus shipping and taxes, so 88 USD. So I got a pretty good deal on that, especially considering it's with the box and like it has everything and the condition it's in and everything. So. Let me just take some of this stuff off the table here. Is the iGuess figure big? It's decently big. I picked that up on eBay for like 20, 30 bucks a couple years ago now, before P3R was announced, or before P3R was released, because I knew the price of that was going to probably go up. And it was a pretty good figure for 20 or 30 bucks. It's probably way more than that new. So. What's the P4 Golden Box? This is limited runs Grimoire edition of P4 Golden for the Switch. It's not like the full collector's edition, because they had like one that was like 200 bucks, and it had like even more stuff. I just wanted the game, and I thought this looked pretty cool. This was the Grimoire edition for 70 bucks, I think. But it comes with the box, the game, and then the steelbook cover for the game. So. I thought about it, and like this was the only Persona game I was gonna realistically play on Switch, because the P3 version was P3 portable, but the like AI upscaled one, and then Persona 5 Royal I'd rather play on like PC or something probably. So, and a free book cover, yes. If I can get it back on there. Yeah, I think they're called slipcovers. It's not an actual book. Like, this isn't textured. It just looks like it's textured, but it's still pretty cool to have like the Grimoire thing on there and stuff. All right. So you guys wanted to see the iGuess figure and then some of the DS games, yeah? I think that was right. Oh, is the wind like getting picked up a lot? I can turn on a filter so that you guys don't hear the wind as much, because I have the window open. Yes, wind being too loud. Weren't they called slip sleeves? Maybe. I've heard them called like slip covers, but I don't know, whenever I think of slipcovers, I just think of Slipknot, so. Okay, I'm gonna assume the wind is fine, since nobody's saying anything. I'm on a mission to get every Professor Layton game? Ooh, good luck to you, my sir. I'll be right back. So, I'm assuming you can probably hear me. I just went and grabbed all the DS games that I had on my shelf. These aren't all of them. But this is most of them. So far I got Layton 2 to 5. Got to revive my copy of Layton 1. Yeah. I have more boxes, and like these are like the loose ones. So I have like all the usual stuff like Mario DS, New Super Mario Bros. Like Star Wars Battlefront game, Sonic Colors. I am very lucky in that I have most of the Pokemon DS games. I actually have also the Heart Gold like cardboard box. I think I talked about that a couple streams ago. But the only one I'm missing is like Black, Pokemon Black. I have the box for it. I just don't have the game for it anymore. So I have to go and get the game, but it's like loose. It's like $67 like I was talking about. This was a good find. I found this at a second-hand place. Pokemon Conquest. This thing is like $80 with the box and everything. I got it for like 10. That was such a good pickup. Those games are expensive, yes. Unfortunately. But yeah, I think this is the only physical Professor Layton game I own. The Unwound Future, which, I mean, this one has the best soundtrack, right? So, or at least from my understanding, it has the best soundtrack. I don't think I've listened to the soundtrack of like the 3DS ones and past that, but yeah. Scourge, this is a cool one. This is like the box art is cool and stuff. This was actually originally a Game Boy Advance game that got ported over to DS. But it's like this top-down Metroidvania game. Metroid Prime Pinball. This was one where we lost the actual game, but I had like the box and the Rumble Pack, so I was able to get the actual copy loose and like just put it in there. Altogether, this one's also another expensive one because of the Rumble Pack. This only came with like a few games and stuff, so. Would I stream Layton? I think I have, but it's been a while. Another one that I had like the box for, but I had to buy loose. Metroid Prime Hunters. That one's, the box is holographic, so it's nice that I still had that. Mario Kart DS. Love this game. I played so much of this game back in the day, especially with like family and everything, because you could have like one copy of this game and then everybody could play it through DS Download Play. Great game. Love that game. Lego Battles and Lego Ninjago Battles. I don't think I've actually played this one, but I've played the Lego streams, or the Lego Battles game. It was actually kind of fun, not gonna lie. Can we put Layton on next poll? Maybe for like the Tuesday, Thursday streams or something. I have streamed Layton before, it's just been a minute. I think I streamed the first one way back in the day. Fossil Fighters, great game. This one's also kind of expensive to pick up now. Found a copy of Final Fantasy III for a decent price. Can't remember where. Been a minute. A Cooking Mama game. Both of the Brain Age games. I found these at a garage sale. Brain Age and Brain Age 2 for like pretty cheap. Which, yeah, that makes sense that you would be able to find these pretty cheap. But I thought it was like cool to have them because they're like such unique games. Like compared to like so many other types of games and everything. Because they were like, you know, brain training tools and stuff. I think like at least one of these was packaged in with most of the DSi XLs at launch, because DSi XL was actually meant for like older people, like adults. That's why it was bigger, is because it was for older people. So Unwound Future is the best Layton. It's that good. Cool. Well, you know, I'm glad that's the one I own then. But yeah, Pokemon games are generally $60. I can maybe pull up the box because I still have to grab the Igus figurine because this took up all my hand space. But the box I have downstairs is I think about $200 if you want to buy it like with everything, and I have everything, so for like heart gold. So loose, I do have some other games. Any rare loose games I have? A couple. So we have another copy of Fossil Fighters. This is the original copy. I ended up buying the other copy of Fossil Fighters for just having the box and everything. Dragon Quest Monsters, Joker. This is an interesting game series. This is basically like Dragon Quest said, we want to do Pokemon. So they did Pokemon. Never enjoyed a DS. You're missing out, Dasher P. It's pretty easy to emulate, and it's got a pretty good library. I've played most of the stuff on the library at this point. Pokemon Ranger and Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs. I have both of those. I did enjoy a good amount of the Game Boy Advance games, but not as much as DS. DS is really where, like, that was like my 10 to 14 era, like, game console that I played the most. So, you got other Laytons? I think I have a 3DS one in here. Maybe? I might have a 3DS one, because I also have, yeah. I traded this one for, a DS with a friend of mine, for, what was it, like Photo Fighters or something? I still have the box for Photo Fighters. Photo Fighters is like one of the only DSi games that made use of the DSi's camera. You would take a picture of like whatever, and then it would generate a monster out of the picture you took. And now it's like a really expensive game to buy. I have the box, so I can buy just a loose copy of it. But yeah. Which version of the DS did I play the most? Actually this. Well, it's not this. I think the one I played originally was dead. But the DS Lite was the one I played the most. Because it had, you know, the Game Boy Advance slot. And everything. So, I think I, like, wore out the shoulder buttons on this. Or the original one of this I had. As well as the A button. I did have a DSi. Not a DSi XL, but one that was like this. I think similar color. But that one broke, unfortunately. At some point, and so I couldn't play it anymore at that point. What else do I have? I have a good amount of rare DS games that are just loose. So I have both the Kingdom Hearts games, Recoded and 358 over 2 days. I have 2 Mario and Luigi games, Bowser's Inside Story and Partners in Time. Both these are pretty good. I like Bowser's Inside Story better, but yeah. They all look the same to me. Recoded sucks. Don't just Recoded. Recoded, okay. Story-wise, Recoded is kind of dumb, except for, like, the epilogue. But, like, the gameplay is pretty interesting, in my opinion, okay? I find the gameplay is good. It's a little difficult, like, if you want to go for everything and 100% it. Like, some of the challenges are a little BS, but that's whatever. Super Scribblenauts I have in there. It's just KH1 again. Again, story, not great. Except for, like, the epilogue, and then, but the gameplay is good. Zelda Phantom Hourglass. I have, Tracks. I have the box for Tracks. The other Zelda DS game, but I don't have the game anymore. I have to pick that up. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. I think I have Sky somewhere as well in here. I think I have Sky somewhere. Explorers of Sky. Not in here, though. It's probably somewhere. But anyway. Naruto Path of the Ninja. Surprisingly, Naruto Path of the Ninja and Path of the Ninja 2, unironically, actually kind of fun. Unironically kind of fun RPGs. Especially if you like Naruto. But even like for me, who hasn't like read or watched all of Naruto, it's still pretty fun. And it's like pre-time skip stuff, so yeah. WarioWare DIY, which allowed you to create your own like little mini games with like a music maker, a game maker, art maker, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's all those DS games and stuff. But yeah, I've been collecting a little bit more of this stuff. I've still got a few things left to go. I think the biggest things are probably stuff like Spirit Tracks and Pokemon Black. I don't want everything on the DS. I just want like to put together back my old collection and stuff. And like I've picked up a couple of other random things in boxes. Right now, you can still find stuff in the box for DS fairly okay. But like as time goes on, that's going to become less and less thing. Like, do you remember like back in the day, GameStop would just have all these like loose DS games that you could just like finger through? There were so many of them. It was never the good stuff. They always put the good stuff aside, but there was a lot of like little good gems in there that you could pick through and find for like $5 or $6. But like because so many of the boxes didn't survive, like getting box copies is kind of hard now. Even more so than, or even not as much as like Game Boy Advance and stuff, because those were cardboard boxes, so those disintegrated pretty easily. But yeah, the other DS Layton games are cheap. Okay, maybe I'll pick those up at some point if I see them or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe some of this stuff I could get rid of, but I think doing pretty well here. How do you stream DS games? Emulation. Good old Melon DS. I have thought about getting a DS or 3DS capture card, but it's just so expensive. It'd be like a good $200, $300, even if I send in like a 3DS I already have. Had the kit put on it, so I have looked into it before. It's just very expensive to do so. But anyway, so yeah, that's DS games. Did you guys still want to see that figurine, that I guess figurine? I think I showed it in a previous Box of Crap episode. Oh, how are you guys doing today? It is a nice day out. I'm out on the porch. I got a nice breeze going. Things are going pretty great. But yeah. Oh, next week, speaking of special streams and stuff, next week is the 5-year anniversary of Azure Lane, or like my 5-year anniversary of playing it, so we'll probably do a stream for that. Would we go to Layton 2 or back to 1? I don't know. It's been a minute. I remember the story of Layton 1, so I'd probably go to Layton 2, because I don't think I've ever properly played through Layton 2. I played through the trilogy of Phoenix Wright games, but I don't think I've played through as much of Layton. I did watch the movie, like the animated movie, at one point. The like Diva one or whatever. Diabolical Box is good. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. That's the thing with this stream. I don't like want it to come off like I'm trying to like flex or whatever. I just have been collecting stuff for a while, and I thought it would be fun to talk about it. And then also like just, you know, if you guys want to chat about anything, whatever. EU or US? I think US. Is there much of a difference? The U version is better. Anyway, but you know, that kind of stuff is just kind of fun sometimes. As exclusive puzzles? Oh, dang, okay. So it's like actual different content. Okay. Yeah, maybe if I was gonna like go through and start playing through the whole series, I'd go with EU. I don't know. Games like that are just kind of hard to do on stream because I feel compelled to like read out all the dialogue if it's not voiced. So it just takes longer to get through games like that than it might usually otherwise would. I guess I could just ignore that and just kind of play through it, but I feel compelled to like do all the voices and stuff, so. Oh shoot, Undertale music. Ugh, I'm feeling feelings. Yeah. Well, I thought the voice acting would be the same between both. Because, like, most of the time, Japanese stuff gets translated and, like, voiced by British actors for a long time. That's why if you go and play something like Ni no Kuni, even though that game is set in America, you'll you'll hear, like, British voices and slang. EU and US have different dubs. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I guess if I was going to replay series from the start, I'd have to do that then. Yeah, no. The DS series is just, or the DS system just has like a lot of good games on it. Like just so many. I just have like a lot of nostalgia for the DS series and system and everything on it. I think I've played or looked over. I know all of the good games on the DS. There is not a single good game on the DS that I have not heard of unless it has not been localized in English. Or it has been like made recently, because there is like some like fan games and stuff of people like making games for the DS, DSi past its prime. Probably not. I mean, I'm not gonna play Persona 4 Golden anytime soon either. Probably not until next year. You can see the tree and the reflection on the DSi. I don't know. I mean, you guys keep asking me to play different games. I'd be happy to do it. It's just like right now, Atlas has. So right now, I'm playing through something that's not Atlas, right? On the weekends, something that people have asked me to play for a while. So I've been enjoying Yakuza and everything. But once Yakuza is done, that's time for the DLC for Persona 3 Reload. And then once that's done, it'll probably be time for ReFantazio. And then when that's done, maybe we'll play something that's not Atlas. And then I wanted to play Persona Q, you know? And then I'll probably play Persona Q2 and SMT4 and 4 Apocalypse next year. So Jeppo, there is no end to the Atlas stuff. There is no end to the Atlas stuff. That is like the bread and butter of this channel, is like Atlas, Persona, SMT stuff. Like I do other stuff sometimes, but like that is the bread and butter. Maybe on like the Tuesday, Thursday streams at some point, but like I don't know. Layton is just kind of a long. Those games are kind of long, even without doing like only 2 or 3 hours at a time. Because I think I can look it up right now on my phone. HowLongToBeat.com. Professor Layton. Oh, okay. It's not that long, I guess. Yeah, because Curious Village is like 14 hours. Diabolical Box is 15 hours. Last Spectre 17 and a half. Unwound Future's like 18. So they get a bit longer as time goes on. They're not that long. They're like 20 hours. Okay. Or less. So we could do Professor Layton stuff on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't think I'm quite right there. We're ready to do that right now. I will say we'll have to find something to do after the fighting game, but I have some ideas for that. I think you know what you should do, Jeppo? You should suggest it to me again towards the end of the year when I'm trying to figure out what games I'm going to play in the next year. I think that's your best bet. Because, like, that'll be when I go through, like, the whole list of, like, all the games I want to play and, like, take off the ones I did play and add some new stuff. So that'd be a good time to suggest it at that point. Because then it'll be on the list. And so every time I'm going to look to see, like, what games I want to play next, either on or off stream, it'll always be there on the list. So it'll happen. Would that be in December or November? December. Gonna do a stream, hopefully release a video about that. About the games I played off stream this year. Kind of give them like a short mini review. Put that out towards the end of the year. And then also do like a stream around New Year's of like, hey, I'm gonna go through my list. Here's all the stuff I did play. You know, suggest some things to me. That kind of thing, like I did last year. Speaking of videos, I gotta work on videos. I've mostly been taking this week to like get my sleep schedule in order and everything, and like catch up on some stuff. I only finished college technically on Monday, so I've been like just kind of chilling out, working on some stuff, getting ready for today's stream and next week's stream because I have another extra stream next week for the yearly account review for Azur Lane. So during that stream, suggest Layton? Yes. Also, is it spelled differently in the EU? Because my understanding is that it's spelled Layton, Layton. But yeah, that would be the time to suggest it. I don't know. It would be good to go through those and like some of maybe of the Phoenix Wright games, but like I said, they're just kind of long, and they're very different than what I'm playing on stream right now. Anyway. Okay. Gosh, it's such a nice day out. I don't know if you can tell, but like, here, if I like, I don't know. It's just a nice windy day. Maybe I should go for a walk here. I'll probably go for a walk after stream today. Box art is different. That makes sense. Regional box art is often the case. Unfortunately, the US usually ends up with the worst version of the box art. EU sometimes has better box art, or will keep the Japanese box art, but unfortunately, US box art, especially the older stuff, tends to be pretty bad. Yeah, see, it's a nice windy day out today. That's what I was trying to get at with putting the notebook there. This is the notebook. This is like my notebook. I just keep notes and stuff. Like if I look back here, yeah, this was like, oh, you guys still want to see Miss Toaster? I can go grab Miss Toaster a minute. I gotta take these DS games back down anyway. I'll do both at the same time. But yeah, this is like, I was, for Yakuza 0, I had to buy some alcohol, so I was listing it out here the other day. So when I talk about grabbing like paper and pencil, this is what I'm talking about. I just keep this notebook around and like write in it all the time. Anyway, I will be right back then. I will go grab Miss Toaster and take back down these DS games a minute. Also grab the Persona 4 Golden thing a minute. But I can also grab that without dropping things. Or not Persona 4 Golden, Pokemon Heart Gold. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I always do, so. By the way, Jeppo, I went to put the remake of Yakuza 1 on my wish list for Steam, so that's on there now. So I'll keep an eye on for when it goes on sale here. It's only $20 though, like even if it's not on sale, so I can always just pick it up pretty well. But yeah, this is the Heart Gold $200 box or whatever. The thing about this is not necessarily just the game and the cardboard box, but also the little Nintendo thing that they threw in here, which is the Pokewalker. You can transfer Pokemon over to this. It's a pedometer. This is not the original that came with this copy of the game. That one went through the wash a couple of times. So I picked up one separately a little while ago so I could have the full thing together again. And it does work, so. Yeah, that's funny. I just saw this. Do not wash. Too bad, what year did this come out? 2010? Yeah, 10-year-old me didn't read that. Probably 9-year-old me, actually. I probably wouldn't have had my birthday by the time this came out. Or maybe I got this for my birthday, I can't remember. I'm just lucky that, like, even 9-year-old, 10-year-old me still liked the box enough to, like, keep the cardboard box and everything, so. And then this is the figurine I was talking about. There's a lot of DS games that's too bad have never been ported. It's okay. Like, it's completely posable and everything. And, again, I picked this up on eBay for like 20-30 bucks, like a couple years ago. The box was like this when I got it, okay? It was like this beat up when I got it. But I wasn't, like, too concerned about that because the actual, like, figure was fine. I should probably pose her a little bit better. Let me see if I can find a year on this. When did this come out? Is she? I thought we were on, well, we're still on Mitsuru, and then I think it's Akihiko, and then I think Aigus is the last of the P3 characters. I can't find a year on this anywhere, on the outside of the box. But, the reason why I brought up the box, specifically, I could probably, like, look it up and everything. Like, it looks like it was an official, like, Atlas partner product, right? So, you didn't finish Mitsuru, yeah. Yes, I didn't finish Mitsuru. We got, like, halfway through Mitsuru. Just because, like, there's so much talking and, like, new stuff in Mitsuru and, Naoto. Is there a year on this? I could probably look it up. But, yeah, it has, like, a bunch of extra hands and faces and weapons for, so you can, like, swap out the hands for, like, different weapons from the game. She's got a couple of different facial expressions that you can swap out, so. It's a pretty good figurine. Probably knew it was, like, way more. In fact, I could probably look it up here. What are we looking up here? Bandai Goken Aigus. Yeah, I'm looking it up. The like box copies of it now are like 800, or sorry, not 800, 80 to $100. So, but find 2011 is when this came out. Because I'm finding a review from when it originally came out from 2011. Yeah. So, this is what I'm talking about, and I do technically have a second figure of Aigus that came along with P3R. It's a lot bigger than this, but it's not posable or anything. I guess while I have this out, I'll probably end up posing her differently, cleaning off the stand, because it's getting a little dusty. Oof. But no, it was a good pickup. I saw it, like I said, I saw it on eBay for like 20, 30 bucks. A while ago, and I knew it was going to get more expensive once Reload came out, so. Oh, wait. Huh, the box says 2009, though. No, I just saw Index Corporation 1996 to 2009. Yeah. So, this came out like a couple years after Fez. And yeah, she's getting a little dusty. I'll have to like wash her off here a minute. Ooh. Yeah, it's $283. Yep. Yes, stuff's expensive. Somebody was asking if you can find Persona figurines. You can. They're just really freaking expensive. Same with all other types of figurines, pretty much. And especially something like this where it's posable and it has like different expressions and stuff is probably pretty expensive. Yep. Yep. Anyway, I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about or whatever? I didn't have too much planned today outside of like going through the stuff in the box. And we already went through that like in the first hour. Right, pressing things you guys want to talk about or whatever. Ooh. It's been really weird to be done with college. I don't know, I'm kind of in a weird state right now because I'm like between college and job and everything. The gym is gonna be fun tomorrow, yeah. Although I think tomorrow we're gonna get through, we're still technically at the start of chapter 6, right? So I think what we're gonna do tomorrow is clean up some side quests, clean up some new minigame stuff because there's a couple minigames with Kiryu I haven't done, and then we'll get to the end of the chapter tomorrow. So we probably won't get to Majima till Sunday. But we'll spend all like Sunday with Majima is the plan. So, because then we can start getting into his like business stuff as well, probably. Chapter 7 is back to Majima. Yeah. That's the plan. Yeah. Sunday is going to be mostly Chapter 7, working on Majima's business stuff. And then I'll probably spend some time over next week shaking down Mr. Shakedown with Majima as well. And then that way I can like have a bunch of money on both Kiryu and Majima. And use that for their businesses and getting them upgrades. Like I have all the upgrades on Kiryu that I can at this point until I get farther into the business stuff or train with the masters, so. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Life's weird. I do think that like I spend too much money, man. I do. On dumb stuff. I should be holding on to it, but I don't know. Sometimes fun stuff is fun, you know? Looking at it like all in one go, it does seem like a lot, but when I consider that it was over 8 months, like the course of 8 months that I bought all this stuff, it doesn't feel as bad. Now I just gotta go in and actually enjoy it. That's the thing, is I buy stuff and then I never get to enjoy it. Maybe I don't know. I feel like with college and stream and everything, I'm just always like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? I don't know. I think it's really easy to get dragged into like what the next thing is between like everything on social media and everything and other stuff. It's just really easy to get dragged into like constantly obsessing over like what the next thing to do is or like what the next big thing is or who said what about who. I don't know. It's just gotten really tiresome lately for me. I'm sure like other people also feel that too. Like specifically recently, I don't know. I just feel like I've started to hit like my point where I'm like, man, all this stuff is like just too much. There's too much stuff. I do actually have to do some spring cleaning or whatever here soon, where I have to go through and like get rid of some stuff in my collection just so I have room for the new stuff, you know? Probably that'll be more apparent too here once I get all this stuff out of the box and try and actually put it somewhere. I don't know. I'm hoping with my extra time I can like do some stuff that I have needed to do for a while, as well as work on making some stuff, because I do feel bad like about not putting out more stuff, like more videos and stuff on the main channel. And even here I'm talking about like putting out more stuff for the side channel, because nothing's been uploaded there in a while, but the main channel hasn't had like a dedicated release in a while either. So Oh, interesting. The P4 Golden box, it has the 2 different covers, so you can swap it around if you'd like. That's kind of fun. What's in the booklet? It's weird that like booklets are like a collector's item now, or like they're included in collector's editions and stuff. At least with Switch games. I'm not sure if that's still true with other game consoles, because I haven't bought for most new game consoles in a while. But it's mostly PC and Switch games that I've been buying. That or anything other than that is like older that I've been buying. Some basic info. Probably taken from the PS2 booklet. Do I have Persona 4 for a PS2? I don't think I do. I think I have Persona 3 Fez. I don't have Persona 4. How much is Persona 4 for the PS2 nowadays? Especially now that like Persona 4 Golden is out on so many different platforms. I don't know if it'd be worth buying, but I'm just kind of interested. Somebody's going to jail. Hear the sirens in the background. Somebody's in trouble. This is a good game. The game that this comes from. Pokemon. No, sorry. Why did I say Pokemon? Bakugan Battle Brawlers. That was a good one. A good one. Yeah, there was a couple more things that were gonna come. I had like 1 or 2 more Switch games that I imported recently. A couple of shirts. But those didn't come in time for today's stream, unfortunately. But whatever. Think the P4 remake will ever happen? Probably, but probably after Persona 6. Let's see, Persona 4, PS2. Yeah, it's like $40. Complete in box. It's $30 or less if you don't have the music CD. But like with the bonus disc, which has like the soundtrack on it, I guess, it's $40 for the US PS2 copy of Persona 4. That's not too bad. But I don't know if I'd want to pick it up right now. I do want to play it next year though, so maybe it'd be fun to have like the physical version since I'm gonna play it on stream for the Pixie only run. It would be kind of fun to do like a playthrough of like Persona 3 Fez or Persona 4 Original or whatever. It seems like it's not super rare because it was also contained inside the box as well. There's like a spot for it in the box, so it wasn't as easy to lose. So it's not like a separate CD thing. So it's harder to find, it looks like. Like there's only a couple listings with it in there, and that brings it up to around $40. But without it, it's like $30, $25 for the PS2 original version of the game. To be fair, it's not even really the best version of Persona 4, probably. But yeah, it'd be cool to do like a physical playthrough of like one of the older Atlas games, maybe like Nocturne or something. I do have that CRTV. Like I said, I do want to do a CRTV stream. Maybe I'll look into that. And like how to record CRTV properly, because it gets funky recording them. So I don't know. I do want to try that. I think I probably will try that at some point here, but yes, I do. Got it off of Facebook Marketplace. The thing is chunky. You need 2 people. You need 2 men to move that thing. It's like 30 pounds. It's a good one, but it's a chunky boy. For sure. But yeah, I'll probably do a stream, like I said, with that at some point. I don't know, maybe in the next couple of months here. Like I said, once things start to get colder around here, I'll probably want to be inside more. So it does feel kind of redundant to have the steelbook cover with this, but yeah. Think there's any Metis figures? I think so, but again, they're probably expensive. Like if I just look up Dona Metis figure on eBay, because I'm right here for the Persona 4 PS2 thing. Yeah, looks like there was one from Action Figure. This thing here with like some faces and like different hands and stuff. Where people have that one in the cart. Looks like still in box it's about 70 bucks. There's another one here that's like, I guess, more premium. That's 131 bucks. Yeah, there's a few of them. But yeah, all that stuff gets expensive. Figures in general are pretty expensive. That's why I'm not a super huge fan of collecting them. I'd rather have like think about it this way. There are figures that cost $200. So does this. I'd rather have this. I think every Persona character has at least one figure. As long as we're not counting Trinity Soul, yes. Because I saw Koromaru as well there, so. But yeah, I think not counting Trinity Soul, yes. Adachi? Oh, for sure. If I just change, yeah, my search here to Adachi. Oh yeah, first result, the one from P4 Ultimax, 400 bucks. A Chibi one for 150. The Persona 4 Ultimax one, again, for $470. The Chibi one. Yeah, it looks like it's mostly the Chibi ones or the one from Ultimax. And the one from Ultimax is like 400 bucks. So, you know. Yeah, it exists. It's just mega expensive. Like, there are SNES games that are considered like cream of the crop stuff that like are really expensive. Like Earthbound. How much is Earthbound for the SNES, right? Yeah, that's about 400 bucks. So you could get like that figure of Adachi, or you could get like an authentic copy of Earthbound for slightly less. Not complete in box, of course, but you know. I mean, probably, it depends on who you are, but maybe you value the Adachi figure more because you can just emulate Earthbound, but you know. Either way, they're both ridiculously expensive. I wouldn't pay 400 bucks for anything like that, probably. Probably, yeah, I say. There's if it was like a console, like a special edition console or something, maybe. But like, Labris. Here, the Persona. Labris. I think I spelled that wrong. Yeah, there it is. Labris. Figure. Swapped around the R and the Y. Yep. Looks like there's some for Arena that came out. Going between 80 and 100 bucks. Or there's this like 1/8 one that's still sealed. 1/8 scale one that's still sealed for 283 bucks. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I will grant them that. Yeah. Here's somebody trying to pass off Persona 3 Fez Aegis as a Labras figure. No, wait, actually it is Labras. Huh. Look at that. It is Labras. It looks a little off, but it is Labras. I think her hair color's different. But yeah. Oh. There's like a couple of them. Yeah, the Persona Q 3DS is pretty rare. I think it's not crazy expensive. Like, I think it's less expensive than the figurines last time I checked. Yeah. It's like 250 to 300 bucks. Oh, there's 400 with the game and like the box and everything. So yeah, that one gets pretty expensive too. I've looked at that before and I've thought about it and I was like, for 400 bucks, no. There's like a much cooler one. Here. Yeah, this thing. There's like a limited edition like SMT4 one that I'd much rather have and is actually less expensive. Like $100 less expensive. Look at that thing. It's like got that cool like design where you flip it upside down. The like white and dark design. That's so cool. I'd much rather have something like that. Again though, it's like 300 bucks, so it's like kind of a big ask. There it is with the box. But it's very cool. I'd rather have something like that personally. Jeez, there's Strange Journey for 80 bucks. Yeah. Anyway. So, I don't know. Stuff like this is expensive. Persona doesn't have that many exclusive consoles. Yeah, I think it jumps around a lot. I think there's that one. There's the Persona 3 Q 3DS. There was one for the PSP, or at least a skin, included with a Persona 4 Golden like collector's edition that you could put on the PSP. I don't know if it's like an actual edition of the PSP. I can't remember. And then there wasn't like a Switch one. Kind of feels like there should have been, but yeah, it's not like there was a collector's edition. Yeah, there's only a few. Yeah, the P4 Dancing Vita. Oh, okay, that's what I'm probably thinking of. Yeah, so there's that, and then I think the Persona Q 3DS. So. Yeah, I don't know. All this stuff, I don't know. If it's worth it to you, great. If it's not, then don't buy it. Honestly, like I said, I probably spend too much money on this stuff, and I'm trying to like cut down on the amount I spend on this stuff. Some of it is like, once I have the collection complete, like I only have a few more DS games, I only have a few more Wii games that I really want. Once I'm done with those, I don't need any more. There's a Hannah Montana PSP. It's just purple. It's just pink. It's just pink with glitter. I thought maybe the back had something, but no, it's just pink with glitter. Okay. Yeah, I have thought about getting a PSP, but it's one of those things where it's like, I barely play through the Switch games I have. So, and I barely play the Switch enough. So, you know, I gotta get use out of this and this before I, like, think about getting another handheld. Although there are a good amount of, like, PSP games I'd like to play. But I could always emulate those on, like, on my PC and do just fine. Get a Vita? Yeah. I might get a Vita at some point. Like, those aren't too expensive or anything. Vita. Yeah, they're about $100, which, so around the price that this thing. Yeah. So I might get a Vita at some point, but like, I don't know. It's just like I have so many handhelds that I don't play enough of already, because I've got this. Now I've got the Switch that I barely play enough, and then I've got the 3DS as well. So I gotta get through some of that stuff before I worry about like getting another handheld. I already own Persona 4 Golden. I own Persona 4 Golden twice. I don't need to buy it again. Well, I don't own P1 or P2 physically. Although I imagine those are kind of expensive. Now let's find out. Prices are only a Google search away on eBay. Although eBay is not super accurate sometimes, because you have to kind of like scroll through and see kind of what things are being sold for. Price Tracker is usually better with this, but it's a little harder to find what you're looking for in Price Tracker sometimes. Let's go PSP version of Persona 1. I'm seeing Persona 3 Portable. There it is. There's the Persona Collector's Edition with the soundtrack for $60. That's not bad, actually, for the PSP. Yeah, with the soundtrack and everything, $60. That's not bad. Yeah, that's better than I thought. What if I go Persona 2? But I'd have to get the PSP Vita, or Vita first before I start thinking about that. Yeah, about $60. On Innocent Sin as well. I wonder if you can find Japanese versions of Eternal Punishment. Because Eternal Punishment came out on PSP in Japan. Yeah, it looks like the imports for Eternal Punishment for the PSP is about $70 to $80. So a little bit more than the others, but not too bad. Comparatively speaking. Yep. There was a Yakuza 0 PS4, but only in Japan. Hey, you could always import it. Although I think at that point, didn't they start like region locking consoles? Hey, Mr. Somebody, how's it going? We had nobody earlier in stream, and now we have somebody. We have truly come full circle. Oh, I should probably be doing something here. Either to pick up or just so things are happening on screen, probably. I don't know. These just chatting streams are kind of fun sometimes, but yeah. They kind of meander all over the place. Do I have to get an SD card for this? I might have to get an SD card for this. I wonder if I should, like, off mod this thing. Because you can't do that. I mean, I mostly want it to play physical games on, so. I think you can change the language, though, if you soft mod it. That could be kind of useful. I think you can get around, for the most part, just fine. Such a nice day out. Oh, I should probably start picking up here. Yeah, it's 5 p.m. I gotta start calling it a day here if I want to be able to pick this up in time for dinner and to go for a walk and everything. But this is fun. I don't know, maybe we'll do one of these. We're done for today? Yeah, I think so. It's 5 p.m. over here, and I gotta pick up all the stuff and take my PC back downstairs. because I got to bring the whole PC setup upstairs for this type of stream. Another reason why I don't do this type of stream too often. I kind of want a laptop. If I had a laptop, maybe we could do this a bit easier. But, I don't know. Back to Kiryu tomorrow? Yep. So, should be fun. This is just a little extra stream. Kind of catch up, you know, do a little bit of just chatting. Show you guys what I've been up to. Talk about some of the stuff I want to do here in the future. Now that I have a little bit more time on my hands. Since, you know, I'm now officially unemployed. Since I'm no longer a student. Since I'm done with college. Yay. Hooray for no longer being in... That still feels weird. I don't know. I still don't feel like any different than somebody who was in college. I don't know. Maybe that's weird. I feel like I haven't fully comprehended the fact that I will never have to go to school again. Oh, I guess it's been just on my bookshelf for a while. I'll probably clean her off, and since she's getting a little dusty, maybe repose her with some of the stuff here, and then like put her back up on the shelf. I do wish I had a better place for some of this stuff, but yeah. I'm holding off on putting up shelves, like actual shelves in my room or somewhere until I can move out of my parents' basement. Yeah. Because I don't want to put up, like, you know, shelving up into the wall and stuff, and then I have to either take it down or leave it up when I move out. Which will probably happen, hopefully, in the next couple of years here. Probably, hopefully. See. We'll see how things go with that. I feel like that's a little bit outside of my control. Not completely, but a little bit outside of my control. I just gotta make some money and look for my chance to, you know, get out of here. No, I have a pretty good relationship with my parents, so fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Yeah. I got enough money, even after college, since it was just community college, that I can, like, I'm not in debt, so that's good. And I can hang out until at least the end of the year before I have to start worrying about rent stuff, since I've got enough money put away. So I'm doing fine. I'm looking forward to make some new stuff, doing some more content stuff while I have some time between college and job. So hopefully I look forward to that. In the meantime, I'll see you guys tomorrow for stream. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. It was different, I know. I do feel like I am surrounded by such natural beauty living in a rural area like I do. I want more chances to do more IRL stuff, but I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that looks like. I don't. Because like so many of my interests and hobbies are like video game related, and that's like most channel is. So maybe, like I said, I'll like do some like voiceover stuff out in the backyard or whatever with the camera, and like insert that into videos or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. I'll figure something out. In the meantime, hope you guys all have a good rest of your day and everything. Thanks everybody for hanging out and all that stuff. I hope you, again, enjoyed today's stream. I hope it was good. I hope it was interesting. I hope it was not terrible. Maybe I'll listen back to this and be like, holy cow, the audio was terrible. Because I haven't used this microphone before properly. But, you know, yeah. Where's my mouse? Come on, mouse. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. I think this wireless mouse needs to go. I've been using it because I don't want a wired one while I'm trying to like do this because it just makes things easier, but man, this thing is bad. Kind of old at this point. Maybe it just needs to go. I'll have to test that later. But yeah, I can't even like end stream. The mouse is so bad I can't even end stream. Holy cow. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and everything. I don't know. Come on. Oh my gosh. I can't even see where's my mouse? I don't see where my mouse is. I mean, yes, it's right there. I mean my cursor. Okay. Maybe if I right click. Use the force, Luke. Come on. Come on, Darth Vader mouse. Work with me here. Gosh. Oh, I found my mouse. Okay. Is it looking for other monitors? Usually I have more than one monitor. Is the mouse going on to monitors that aren't even there? I can't even. Maybe if I just use the keyboard. Oh my gosh. What? I just use the arrow keys maybe? Oh, okay. Well, I can just use the... Alright, I will see you guys later. I hope you have a good one. In case I don't see ya. Hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And I will see you guys later. Have a good one. Shoot. Come on. There it is. Okay. It won't let me. Won't let me in stream. On. Come on, Mr. Mouse.